My dear YouTube family, once again a hearty welcome to all of you on the Folklore Fireside channel. You gave a lot of love to my last video. I was very happy to see this. If you watch my videos but do not subscribe to the channel, then do subscribe to the channel and also leave your comment for you. Subscribing to the channel is just like clicking once, but it gives me a lot of motivation, so I will try so that I can quickly upload a new video of real story for you every day. Now let's start again. Take some popcorn and sit down for the next 15 minutes. The video is going to be very interesting, so let's start the video. Imagine a woman, her hands caked with clay, shaping pots under the scorching Delta sun, fighting not just for her family but for the soul of her village. What if one decision could change everything? Riches beyond her dreams or the loss of everything she holds dear? Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you'll feel the heartbeat of an Urhobo village, learn the power of family, and discover how one woman's courage can inspire you to protect what matters most in your own life. Watch until the last second, and you'll walk away with a renewed sense of pride in our Nigerian heritage and the strength to stand firm in your own battles. My dear Nigerian brothers and sisters, this is not just a story. It's a journey into the heart of our culture, our struggles, and our triumphs. If you watch this video until the very end, you'll not only be moved by a tale of resilience and family love, but also gain wisdom to hold on to your roots in a world that tries to pull you away. You'll feel connected to the spirit of our ancestors and inspired to fight for your own legacy, just like the heroine of this tale. So, grab a seat, let the story unfold, and let's travel to a village where clay holds secrets and promises. I'm Oghene, but everyone in Okpe village calls me Carol the Talker. I've lived here all my life, 62 years, and I've seen things, joyful weddings under the Urhobo tree, bitter disputes settled by the elders, and the quiet miracles that happen when people hold tight to each other. But nothing compares to the story of etched, the potter of Okpe, and how she stood like an iron pillar when the world came knocking with gold and greed. Let me take you back to that time, 3 years ago, when the air smelled of wet clay and trouble, and our village learned what it truly means to be rich. Okpe village, nestled in the heart of Delta State, is not the kind of place you find on a map unless you're looking hard. It's a small place, maybe 200 mud and thatch homes, surrounded by mangrove swamps and clay-rich riverbanks. The Ologbo River runs through like a lifeline, giving us fish, water, and the soft, red earth that our women turn into pots, bowls, and jars. The Urhobo people here live simply, farmers, fishers, and potters, mostly. We wake with the roosters, pray to Legimare for good harvest, and gather under the moonlight to share stories and palm wine. But life isn't easy. The soil is generous, but the market is far and money is scarce. Still, we have each other, and that's always been enough. Or so we thought. etched was one of us, but special, you know? At 35, she was a widow with hands that could talk to clay. Her husband, Ovi, died 5 years before, taken by a fever that swept through like a thief. Left with 3 children, Oghene, her 16-year-old daughter with a sharp tongue and sharper mind, F, her 12-year-old son who loved carving sticks into tiny figures, and little Ufuoma, barely 6, with eyes like the full moon. etched carried on. Her pottery stall at the village market was a marvel. Her pots, smooth as a baby's skin and strong as iron, with the pride of Okpe. She'd sit there, her wrapper tied tight, shaping clay while Ufuoma played in the dirt and Oghene haggled with customers. F would be off somewhere, whittling or dreaming. etched's pots weren't just pots. They carried stories, etched patterns of fish, yams, and stars, telling tales of our ancestors. She'd learned the craft from her mother, Mama Anom, who learned it from her own mother. It was a lineage, a promise passed down through generations. The clay knows you, Mama Anom used to say, her voice like gravel. Treat with respect, and it will hold your dreams. etched believed that. Every pot she made was a prayer. Every sale a step toward keeping her children fed and schooled. But school fees were high, and the market was small. Most days, she barely made enough to buy yam for dinner. It was the dry season of 2022 when the stranger came. His name was Chief Dafe, a billionaire from Lagos who'd made his fortune selling African art to Oyinbo collectors in London and New York. He rolled into Okpe in a black Range Rover, kicking up dust that made the goats scatter. His driver, a skinny man named Sunday, wore sunglasses even in the shade. Chief Dafe was tall, broad, with a stomach that spoke of too many plates of pounded yam. His agbada shimmered like money itself, and his smile was wide but sharp, like machete hidden in grass. I was at the market that day, selling my cola nuts, when he stopped at S.A.'s stall. The whole market went quiet, like the air before a storm. Chief Dafe picked up one of S.A.'s pots, a wide-mouthed water jar with fish carvings, and turned it over like he was inspecting gold. "Who made this?" he asked, his voice smooth as palm oil. S.A. stood, wiping clay from her hands. "I did, sir," she said, her chin high but her eyes cautious. "This is art," he said, loud enough for everyone to hear. "Not just a pot. This could sit in a gallery in Paris." The market murmured. Paris? In Okpe? We'd heard of Lagos, maybe Abuja, but Paris was a dream nobody dared dream. Chief Dafe came back the next day, and the day after, he bought pots, dozens of them, paying more than S.A. asked. He'd sit by her stall, talking about his galleries, his wealth, his connections. "Your work is wasted here," he told her. "Come to Lagos. I'll make you famous. Your children will go to the best schools. You'll live in a mansion, not a mud house." S.A. listened, polite but guarded. She'd smile, nod, and say, "Thank you, sir," but her eyes were on her children. Oghene, who was listening from behind a stack of pots, whispered to me later, "Mama doesn't trust him. His smile is too big." Smart girl, that Oghene. By the third week, Chief Dafe made his offer. He wanted S.A. to work for him exclusively. He'd set up a studio in Lagos, supply her with clay, tools, everything. Her pots would be sold in his galleries worldwide, branded as Dafe Originals. In return, she'd get a salary, more money than Okpe saw in a year, and a house in Lekki. But there was a catch. She had to stop selling in Okpe. No more market stall, no more pots for the village. "The exclusivity is key," he said. "My clients want unique pieces, not market goods." The market buzzed with gossip. Some said S.A. should take the deal. Think of the children. Others, like me, felt a knot in our stomachs. Okpe without S.A.'s pots? It was like imagining the river without water. S.A. took her time, praying at the village shrine, a small mud structure where we honored our ancestors. She spoke to Mama Anom's spirit, asking for guidance. She talked to her children, too, which I admired. Not every mother listens to her young ones. Oghene was fierce. "Mama, he wants to steal your soul," she said one evening, as they sat outside their compound, the firelight dancing on their faces. "Those pots are ours, Okpe's. If you go to Lagos, what happens to us here?" F, whittling a stick into a fish, nodded. "I don't want a big house. I like my friends." Ufuoma, clinging to S.A.'s wrapper, just said, "Mama, don't go." But the pressure was heavy. School fees were due, and S.A.'s savings were thin. The roof of their house leaked when it rained. And Chief Dafe kept coming, his words sweet like honey. "Think of your future," he'd say. "You're not just a potter. You're an artist. Let me make you a star." One night, at the village square, S.A. called a meeting. We gathered under the Urhobo tree, the elders in their wrappers, the youths with their phones, the children chasing fireflies. S.A. stood tall, her voice steady. "Chief Dafe has offered me wealth," she said, "but he wants me to leave Okpe, to stop making pots for you. I need your wisdom. What should I do?" The elder spoke first. Pa Ejiro, with his white beard, said, "The clay is our mother. If you take away, you take our heart." Mama Asher, the oldest woman in Okpe, added, "Money comes and goes, but family is forever." The youths were split. Some, like my nephew Tiga, dreamed of city lights. Mama Esse go, "Send money back." Others, like Oghene's friend Ejiro, said, "If you leave, who will teach us the old ways?" Esse listened, her face unreadable. Then Oghene stood up, her braids swinging. "Mama, let's fight back. Your pots aren't just for Chief Dafe's rich friends. They're for us, for Nigeria. Let's show the world." The crowd murmured, unsure. Show the world? How? That's when Oghene's plan came alive. She'd been watching YouTube on her second-hand phone, learning about influencers and viral videos. "Mama, we can film you making pots," she said. "We'll show how you mix the clay, fire the kiln, carve the patterns. People will love it. We don't need Chief Dafe." Essay hesitated. "I'm no city girl with a camera," she said. But Oghene was relentless. "You don't need to be. Your mama Essay, the best potter in Delta. Let's tell our story." The next morning, Oghene borrowed my phone. It had a better camera, and started filming. Essay was shy at first, her hands shaking as she kneaded clay by the river. "What do I say?" she asked. Oghene grinned. "Just talk, Mama. Tell the clay story." And so Essay did. She spoke of the Ologbo River, how its clay was soft but strong, like a mother's love. She showed how she dug the earth, mixed it with water, and shaped it with her hands. She carved patterns, fish for prosperity, stars for hope, while F and Ufuoma giggled in the background. Oghene edited the video, adding music from a local flutist, and posted on YouTube with the title, "The Potter's Promise, Ox Heart in Clay." The first video got 100 views. Not much, but it was a start. Oghene kept going, filming Essay teaching the village children to make simple pots. F joined in, showing off his carved figures, tiny warriors and animals that he placed beside Essay's pots. Ufuoma, with her big eyes, became a star, narrating in her small voice, "My mama makes the best pots." By the third video, something shifted. A trader from Warri saw it and shared it on WhatsApp. Then a blogger in Lagos picked it up. Soon, thousands were watching. Comments poured in. "This is real Nigeria. I want that pot. Teach me how to make one." Oghene read them aloud to Essay, who laughed, disbelieving. "Me on the internet? Chai." Chief Dafe wasn't pleased. He came back, his smile tighter. "Essay, you're wasting your talent," he said. "These videos are nothing. My galleries reach millions." He raised his offer, doubled the salary, a car, private schools for the children. Essay wavered. I saw it in her eyes, the weight of her children's future. But Oghene overheard and stormed over. "We don't need your money, sir. We're building something bigger." Chief Dafe laughed, a cold sound. "A village girl with a phone? You think you can compete with me?" He left, but not before saying, "You have 1 week to decide, Essay. After that, my offer's gone." That week was a whirlwind. Oghene rallied the village youth. They built a proper kiln, using mud and palm fronds, and cleared a space for a pottery workshop. Essay taught anyone who wanted to learn. Men, women, even Pajiro who grumbled but made a lopsided bowl. The videos kept coming. How to fire a pot, the stories in our clay, why Okpe pots are special. F's carvings became a hit, with people asking to buy them. Ufuoma's narration charmed viewers, her giggles spreading like sunshine. By the 7th day, the channel had 10,000 subscribers. A shop in Asaba ordered 50 pots. A school in Port Harcourt wanted Essay to teach a workshop. Money started trickling in, not millions, but enough for school fees, a new roof, and yam for pot. Essay's eyes shone, not with Chief Dafe's gold, but with pride. On the 8th day, Chief Dafe returned. He saw the workshop, the children shaping clay, the phones recording. His smile was gone. "You're making a mistake," he said. "This village can't sustain you." Essay stood, clay on her hands, her children beside her. "This village is my home," she said. "My pots are for my people, not your galleries." "Thank you, but no." Chief Dafe left, his Range Rover disappearing in a cloud of dust. The village cheered, but Essay was quiet. "Did I do right?" she asked me later, as we sat by the river. "Carol the talker doesn't lie." I said, "You chose your heart. That's always right." The months that followed were like a dream. The YouTube channel grew, 50,000 subscribers, then 100,000. People came to Okpe, not just to buy pots, but to learn. Essay's workshop became a school, with Oghene managing orders and F designing new carvings. Ufuoma, now the little potter, starred in every video, her laughter a magnet. The village thrived, new stalls opened, the market buzzed, and the Ologbo River seemed to sparkle brighter. But it wasn't just about money. Essay's choice taught us something deeper. In Okpe, we learn that wealth isn't in a bank account or a Lagos mansion. It's in the hands that shape clay, the children who dream, the community that stands together. Essay's pots carried our stories to the world, but they also reminded us who we are, Urhobo, proud, unbroken. Today, if you visit Okpe, you'll see Essay at her stall, still shaping clay. Oghene's off to university, studying media, but she comes home to film. F's carvings are sold across Nigeria and Ufuoma. She's planning her own pottery line. The Urhobo tree still stands, and under it, we tell Essay's story, the potter who kept her promise. So, my friends, when you face your own Chief Dafe, with his gold and his promises, remember Essay. Hold tight to your roots, your family, your heart. That's the true wealth of Nigeria, and no billionaire can take it away. You've stayed with me through Essay's journey, and I hope you feel it. The strength of family, the power of our culture, the courage to say no to greed. Take this story with you. Share it with your children, your neighbors, your friends. Let it remind you that our Nigerian heritage is our greatest treasure. Subscribe, share this video, and let's keep telling stories that matter. Until next time, stay proud, stay strong, and keep the clay of our ancestors alive.